Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the City of Groton Mayor and Council meeting for Monday, March 3rd, 2025. Call the meeting to order at 7:31. City Clerk, please call the roll.
Mayor Hedrick, Deputy Mayor Depot, Councilor Piazza, Councilor Sheffield, Councilor Norris are present.
Okay. We stand and salute the flag. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Recognition, awards, and memorials, Council. Okay, moving on. Receipt of citizens' petitions. Is there anyone online? No. Is there anyone in the audience? No. So we're going to skip citizens' petitions in response. Approval of the minutes. I'll take a motion to approve the Mayor and Council meeting minutes of February 18th, 2025.
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Are there any corrections to those minutes? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We'll take a motion to approve the Committee of the Whole meeting minutes for February 24th, 2025.
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Are there any corrections to those minutes? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. We'll move on. Communications and reports. Councilor Piazza.
Thank you, Mayor. One thing I attended via phone call was with Representative Courtney. He had a nationwide, Connecticut-wide phone call in reference to concerns and so forth. So I was on that call and listening to his plans and just everything with the new administration and their hopes and listening to the concerns of the citizens of Connecticut. So I appreciated his time.
Okay, Councilor Sheffield.
Yes, attended the NAACP Black History Breakfast at the Bistro Bar in New London. The mayor was in attendance along with Mayor Passero from New London. And Julia Parker, of course, a member of NAACP, was also in attendance. And sadly, I couldn't stay longer. I had a family emergency that came up. So, but it was a very nice event. I forgot to thank Bill Sotomayor from the Highway Department for filling the sand and salt in the bins in the streets here throughout the city, because there's been a shortage of salt in the stores. So it was very nice that there was extra here for the city, for the residents. So thank him again for that contribution. So, and I think that's all. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Councilor Norris. Okay, thank you. Deputy Mayor Depot.
Thank you, Mayor. On the February 22nd, I attended Winterfest at Outer Light. I know there's some changes going on over there, but they have some pretty exciting events coming up, including tie-ins with the Navy. So just want to encourage people to keep an eye out for, there's going to be some fun stuff happening there in the spring. I also attended the book signing for Jim Streeter, who is the town historian. He has a new book out, and so it was cool to see all of his articles in a book, and it's a nice little, like a coffee table book almost. And I just want to thank him for keeping the history of our town alive. I think he does a great job with sometimes obscure stories and stuff that people don't know about. So if you're looking to learn more about Groton, he's got, I think all his books are available at the library. And I just want to thank him for doing that. And on the 28th, I volunteered at the food box, or the mobile food pantry. I think I did 24 deliveries. So again, if anyone is interested and they need food, United Way also posts a lot of other resources, not just the mobile food pantry. They post all of their food pantries and other resources for food, insurance signups, and all kinds of other stuff on their Facebook page or their website, United Way of Southeastern Connecticut. So if you're in need of assistance on any level, they kind of have some connections that can help you kind of on multiple things. On the first, I attended the building campaign kickoff for Community Speaks Out. It was a great event. They just bought a building in the city, and it's going to be a great resource for people in recovery. They're going to have pool tables and TVs, and they're going to be able to have events there. So if you're a person who wants to go out and have fun but doesn't want to go to a bar, they'll be a great resource for that, and they have really cool vision for it. And the mayor attended as well, and it was really great to see how many people. They had a huge crowd. It was really great to see how many people came out to support them. They do a great job with resources. I know that I've communicated with Tammy a couple times to get some resources for people, and she's on it right away. And so I just want to thank them for being a positive in the community. And I think that spot right there, it's close to the park. It'll be really great. So I think their kickoff or their ribbon cutting is going to be in May, I think they said. So they're going to kind of get all the renovations done and get all the furniture in and everything, and then there'll be a ribbon cutting in May. So I just, again, encourage people to keep an eye out. If you know anyone in recovery or need any assistance, Community Speaks Out is a great resource for that, and they do a really great job. And I also attended on Saturday night the Mystic Irish Parade dinner, which was a fun fundraiser for the Mystic Irish Parade. And I know we don't have a parade in the city of Groton, but Mystic has a parade in March, and it's a really fun event. I know last year we had state politicians there and just some really cool bands and community groups. So if you're looking for a fun parade, that one's pretty fun. It goes downtown Mystic. And that is all.
Councilor Piazza.
Just wanted to also say that I did go to the Let Our Voices Be Heard, the second annual at Mitchell College, held by one of the Mitchell College students. Their second annual held by one of the Mitchell College students. She's actually led it, dreamt it, actually put into action by Ayanda. And they had various acts, various musicians, various people that came from different parts of Connecticut, and also they have vendors out there, so you can, anything that they're selling, multiple things. But it's a great event, and it's a great place to be and hear music and see acts and youth all the way up through adults. So I also attended that this month.
So I want to comment real quick on Community Speaks Out. They're currently on Bridge Street, but they're renting there. Now they've bought this location here, and it is going to be good, so they'll have a place for people to go, but they also help family members of the recovering person, and they help with interventions and help get people through their addiction, and sometimes there's some dire straits that people get in, and they can help with the assets that they have, get those people through that and into recovery and back to a normal life. So, okay, committee referrals. Are there any committee referrals? Any? Hearing none. We'll go into new business. Councilor Piazza.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution R-25-03-11. Should have set this up.
I know it's down here.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't have it ready.
On page
Therefore-
15.
Thank you. Therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council finally approve an amendment to ordinance number 250, an amendment of ordinance 215, establishing parking regulations in the city of Groton. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed at a committee of the whole. It's also discussed for the first reading. This is the second reading of the ordinance. Are any other questions? Okay, hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Deputy Mayor Depot.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution R-25-3-12, therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council approve the rules and regulations at Eastern Point Beach for the year 2025. I so move.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. This was discussed at the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Counselor Sheffield.
Resolution R-25-03-13. Therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council approve the 2025 City of Groton Recreation Department user fees. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This is discussed in committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Counselor Norris?
Hey, hopefully I'm reading the right one. R-25-03-14. Therefore be resolved that the mayor and council authorize and approve the purchase of one model year 2025 Ford F-550 4x4 with a Chrysler volume dump body for a total vehicle cost of $76,460.40 from Granger's Ford LLC, 225 New Britain Avenue, Plainville, Connecticut, to be paid from fiscal year 2025 capital funds. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This is discussed at the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Counselor Piazza?
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution -25-03-15, therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council approve revisions of policy number 1004, policy and procedures governing the purchasing practices of Groton Utilities. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This is discussed at the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Counselor Sheffield?
Yeah, I was just curious if there needed to be any more language, I guess, stipulated on the procedures. I know, I would be in favor, but I'm just thinking for the transparency, more language to the resolution, I guess, so to speak, to give a, bigger clarification. That was my concern, but since it's, nice, short and brief, but nothing to, say what the different, the changes are, so to speak. So that was a concern of mine, but I know we've already discussed it, we know about it, but I was looking at the public perception, so I'm not sure if that was a concern or anything like that, but that was my only thing.
Okay, so I realize it's a short resolution.
Yeah.
And it's approving a thick policy, but the resolution is to approve the policy.
Okay.
The changes to the policy were discussed in the committee of the whole, and the red line of the policy and the final draft of the policy was included in the committee of the whole. So if people want to see it, see the changes,
Check the committee.
they can
all right.
see that there.
Okay, all right, very good.
Any other Deputy Mayor?
Is it, in my experience, because that did make me think about, generally, if there's a policy, for example, the Beach and Parks rules, that residents have to follow, that gets posted in the resolution, but when it's an internal one that doesn't hold any responsibility, it's available for the public, but we don't necessarily have to post the whole thing in the resolution. It seems in my experience, that's generally kind of how it goes.
Correct. Plus, what we have is the whole thing is a resolution with the rules and procedures and that kind of thing, but that's right, this policy only applies internally.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Oops, sorry. Then we're good. Who's next? I've lost track.
Who just read?
Who read
It's,
15?
I did.
yeah, Deputy
Oh.
Mayor Debo.
Okay, then
Oh, she
Deputy
did.
Mayor Depot.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution R-25-3-16, therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council authorize and approve the expenditure of $13,315.00 to the Thames River Heritage Park Foundation supporting the water taxi operation and services for the 2025 season. I so move.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. This is discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Deputy Mayor Depot.
I just want to say thank you for providing the profit and loss that I requested. It was provided to the council last week, I think, within 2 days of our meeting. Yes. So I just want to thank them for doing that. I really appreciate it. I did look through them, and I do think it's a helpful partnership that we have with them for the community, and, yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you for that. And just to make sure the public knows that we were provided that very quickly.
Right.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Whoops, sorry. Got it? My apologies, I was too quick. Okay, Counselor Sheffield?
Resolution R-25-03-17, therefore be it resolved, that the mayor and council approve the reappointment of Margaret Robertson, 90 Cottage Street, Groton, Connecticut, as a regular member of the Board of Ethics, term to expire February 1, 2029. I so move.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Okay, moving on. Counselor Norris, 18.
Gladly. R-25-03-18, therefore be resolved that the mayor and council approve the reappointment of Peter Burns, 16 Pleasant Street, Groton, Connecticut, as a regular member of the Board of Ethics, terms to expire on February 1st, 2029. I so move.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Okay, moving on. Counselor Piazza?
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution -25-03-19. Therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council approve the reappointment of Brian Clinton, 12 Pepperidge Lane, Groton, Connecticut, to serve as a member of the Ledgelight Health District Board of Directors, term to expire on March 7th, 2028. I so move.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Counselor Piazza, I saw your hand first.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to say thank you, Danny, for getting me the information about Mr. Clinton. And thank you, Mr. Clinton, for your education and your experience and your time on this Ledgelight District Board. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, Deputy Mayor Depot?
I just wanted to say, we got that information pretty quickly as well, and when we got it, because I was on the council at the time, I remember being really impressed with his resume because it's really applicable to being on the Ledgelight Health District. And I believe at the time I have thanked him in person for volunteering for our boards, because he has applicable education and experience for that, and obviously that's probably something that's kind of hard to find, and someone who's willing to volunteer, so we really appreciate all of our volunteers in the city.
Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Okay, motion carries. I'll take a motion to move into executive session pursuant to Connecticut General Statutes 1-206 Echo to discuss privileged written communication received from a city attorney on public works, to include mayor and council, Heidi Camo, Brian LeClaire, Ron Uhas, Matt Taverna, and mate, what do I have? Viveroy? What'd you tell me? Viveroy. Okay, that's it, Viveroy.
So moved.
Boy.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. We are in executive session. We will not have any business coming out of executive session. If you want, you can take Counselor Norris's microphone here, because I am going to, oh no, never mind, we don't need